gingerbread man. I run really fast, I'm the gingerbread man. 4 gingerbread men lying on the tray. One jumped up and ran away, shouting, "Catch me, catch me." Well, I thought I had my gingerbread costume, but I do not. It's the hat, but I'm scared to put it over my head. I'm so sick of this heat that I wanted to be the gingerbread man. I was just talking to Judy about that. And I want the heat to go away. I mean, it's so humid out. It's not good for the vines either. So, anyways, welcome to the Tannat Show. I thought I had the full gear, but I don't. Anyways, hope everybody's doing well. Somebody just sent me a message, one of my staff. Hope everybody's doing well in the heat. Hopefully, we're going to get some relief tomorrow. It's going to feel like fall over the weekend, thank God. So I'm encouraging it with my gingerbread outfit. So welcome to the Tannat Show every Thursday for 10 beautiful minutes or longer or shorter. So for this weekend, we have the member Petit Verdot vertical tasting Saturday with live music. I am filled up quite a bit. Hey, Steve, I am filled for that event because I have to do it in the fireplace room because there's live music on the patio. But I still do have room for the Tannat vertical or the Tannat vertical smaller version one on Sunday. If you want to come Sunday, anybody, I'm doing 19, 20, and 21. 19, 20, and 21. And I don't know. Some of you have not had the new 21. I know that. So it's the new 21. Really will be the new one for some people, not everybody, but I still have some spots available for that as well. So anyways, that's kind of what's been going on. The vineyard is really aggressive with the rain and then the heat and then the rain and then the humidity, which is not good because we get a disease called downy mildew and powdery mildew, which attacks the vines, or excuse me, the leaves, which is not a good thing. So it's not the worst we've ever had. It's not the least we've ever had. We always fight both of those every year anyways, because that's the Virginia growing environment. However, it's been a little bit more aggressive this year, and everybody has been talking about it. But we're letting more leaf structure grow because it has affected them. And some grapes are much more receptive to that, the leaf structure, particularly the Cab Franc and Tempranillo. So we're letting those grow a little bit more for the new growth. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. You can see those actually a little bit in the vineyard. We can, maybe not the general public, but if it dries out like it looks like it's going to and the temperature cooling down, it's going to really bring it back very nicely. And we still got August and September and part of October or most of October. So we got a lot of time to recoup to come back. It just hasn't been the most optimum year like the last two, but that's the way it works. So anyways, stay cool. Come out this weekend. I see some people on here will. So I'm glad you are. Come on Sunday. Rich, you coming on Sunday? Rich Rivera, are you coming to Tannat Vertical on Sunday? You said come on Sunday. Sunday's supposed to be really a nice day. Were you and Deb going to come on Sunday? Or you already are coming? I don't know. Probably not. Okay. I thought so. Yeah, I didn't see your name unless I misunderstood it. But anyways. So anyways, for tonight's show, for the book, The Seller's Bestseller, you know all about that. So this one's kind of interesting. I kind of forgot about it, actually. So it came up. I was talking to one of my good friends. It is a member. He is, I meant the sun like the ball out of gas. Oh, right. Okay. So it came up the other day. We were talking about something. He's one of the main players and owners of Century 21, one of the divisions of it all through the metropolitan DC area. They normally bring a lot once in the fall. Usually, they bring their brokers and agents and mortgage company that they work with. They have been doing it every year. So I thank them for that. And, they bring big clients too, mainly in the private seller. So they asked me to do a special one for this particular woman that was extremely wealthy. She's looking to buy several homes in the metropolitan DC area. So they've been showing, this is 12, 13 years ago, showing her mansions all over the place. Great Falls, there's not many, everywhere now in Northern Virginia is not cheap. But all the big places with land and stuff like that. And so she came to the winery, and it was rather interesting. So we're in the cellar. Something was up with this woman, but I didn't know much. So she didn't really say what she did because, I didn't ask her, but she acted like she had a lot of money. And, the way she talked and some of the paraphernalia she had on and all that stuff. So I remember tasting a North Point Red cellar collection with her, whatever year that was. It was when it was probably $109. And she goes, well, how much do you make? And I said, well, I'm up to about maybe 150 cases then. She goes, what do you have left? I go, well, I got probably 100. She goes, well, I'll have my one of my assistants come out with a truck and buy it all. And I go, well, I can't sell it all to you, but I can sell you half. And she goes, okay. She goes, I'll call you with a credit card, and which didn't make any sense to me. She said she wanted to use a different one. But, I was kind of excited a little bit. That's a big order. Probably would have been one of my biggest ones ever for one person. And so time went on, and, I talked to my friend and I said, Jesus, is she really going to order that? And he goes, Howard, I know she seems pretty real, but, we're kind of feeling the same thing. She's not committing on buying anything, but we're whining and dining her and taking her out everywhere. We're checking her out and this and that. Well, this woman, so I was doing a wine tasting over at one of the owner's houses, and she was there. There was only her, me, the two other people, and I think there was one of the other agents or something was there. And they didn't tell me anything, but they told me there's going to be a surprise. And I didn't know really what they meant. So anyways, apparently this woman was not a woman. She had a change, and she was a man, and she was wanted around the world, particularly where she was from in Korea, is one of the most wanted in United States, as well as overseas in many countries. So apparently she's changed names numerous times and her appearance numerous times. So now it kind of, now that I thought back about it, when I was doing the tasting the first time, you could see something was different about her. So anyways, at their house, the FBI agents came in and arrested her. They didn't raid the house. They told them they were coming, but they needed a reason. So for the, to get her there and me do the tasting and stuff like that. So that was pretty wild because I've never been there when an FBI agents came in, like me and Judy watched this show called Blind Spot. It was kind of like that. And I've kind of forgot about that, but it was pretty interesting, but it was related to the winery thing. So they actually arrested her and they handcuffed her and took her away. So she was wanted throughout the world. I don't know where she ended up being held or prosecuted or what have you, but she was totally a fake and in all aspects. So I thought that was rather interesting. So anyways, for tonight's wine, I'm going to do the Movadra. I just like the Movadra. We don't have much left. So I'm doing the Movadra tonight. I don't know too many other people that do the great Movadra. Not many at all. So that's kind of about it. So I'm looking at who's on tonight, everybody. Good. So this is the Movadra, my signature Regal glass that holds a full bottle of wine. Not much Movadra left. All my reds are minimally 2 years in a French oak barrel. 2 years in a French oak barrel. Very nice. I don't make a lot of it. I don't. Crazy underground market fraud peeps. You got that right. So, it's got some tannins, but it's not as dark. Movadra is not a super dark wine in coloring in comparison, but it does very well for us, and we brought it back. So, and it looks like we'll have it for years to come now. So for the competition tonight, you will get a bottle of Luigi's Luigi's Luscious Red, and it is Luigi's Luscious Red. So whoever can tell me first on here, my Corbin that I use at the winery, right? The Corbin I use at the winery, and people do Corbin too at restaurants and stuff like that. Whoever can tell me what little cylinders, what gas is in those cylinders that goes back into the bottle through the cork so it stays fresh. Rich got it right away. Rich got it right away. Argon. You can use others, but argon, as you know, is the most heaviest, tasteless. Some people say nitrogen and CO2 and all that stuff. I've heard everything. So it is argon, which is the heaviest gas, the tasteless, odorless, and it then replaces oxygen. We also use that in the production building, topping off the barrels so there's no exposure to air, as well as in our bottling line. So argon's good. So Rich, you got it. You got it. So anyways, everybody try to stay cool. Tomorrow's supposed to be better. I didn't get any rain. We didn't get much rain here. They talked about a huge rainstorm. Did anybody get a lot of rain in Northern Virginia? The winery almost didn't get anything. But they talked about it. Did anybody get a lot of rain from the storm that came by? Huge on Lake Erie. Really? Yeah, we didn't get much here. No, but a lot at work ceilings were caving in. What? Yeah. Wow, 5 inches. We got hammered for rain. I got her. Yeah, we didn't get 2 inches in 10 minutes. We didn't get anything here. Hey, Greg, how you doing, buddy? Haven't talked to you in a while. I know you're coming up soon from Florida. You have to try the new wines. Bone dry in Florida. I wish it was bone dry here. But we didn't get much in Haymarket, hardly at all. It came down for like a little bit. But the winery, we didn't get hardly anything. I don't think we did. When I was out there, it kind of was going north, kind of northwest. So that was interesting. So anyways, everybody, God bless and drink tonight. Catch me if you can. I run really fast. I'm the gingerbread man. The gingerbread man. The gingerbread man.